You're so brainwashed that all you can do is give me the one-track message that somebody jammed down your stupid
I
head.
wanted to talk about this ISIS thing. ISIS, ISIL, IS, whatever the fuck they're calling it today. If you Wikipedia ISIS, it'll take you to the Summer of Monuments, and you will see the goddess Isis. And I'll read from Wikipedia. Isis was worshipped as the ideal mother and wife, as well as the patroness of nature and magic. She was the friend of slaves, sinners, artisans, and the downtrodden. But she also listened to the prayers of the wealthy, maidens, aristocrats, and rulers. Isis is often depicted as the mother of Horus, the falcon-headed deity associated with king and kingship. Isis is also known as protector of the dead and goddess of children. The name Isis means throne. Her headdress is a throne. As the personification of the throne, she was an important representation of the pharaoh's power. The pharaoh was depicted as her child, who sat on the throne she provided. Her cult was popular throughout Egypt, but her most important temples were at Bebet el-Hagar and the Nile Delta, and beginning in the reign with Nekentibo on the island of Philae in Upper Egypt. Now, if you ask me, first of all, ISIS, I don't think that stands for Islamic State in Syria or anything else. I think it's got something to do with the Egyptian goddess. And second of all, it doesn't matter what ISIS means because it's not ISIS, it's Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda was founded by our government in the 70s. They've been funded by our government since then. And the only thing that happened was the American people and a bunch of other people around the world found out that our government was funding Al-Qaeda, and our government didn't like that, so they just changed the name. And now once some more people figure it out, they'll change the name again. But seriously, do you think that over 200,000 freedom fighters just popped up out of nowhere? It's Al-Qaeda, folks. It's always been Al-Qaeda. It'll always be Al-Qaeda. And, you know, if they start bombing in Syria, it's going to eventually move to Damascus, the capital. They're going to end up bombing the presidential palace. They're going to take out Assad, overthrow yet another government, and Russia and China are not going to have any of that shit. And why don't you go and look up 4-star General Wesley Clark saying that, I believe it was 7 countries in 5 years will be destroyed, or 5 countries in 7 years. Just please go and Google that. General Wesley Clark says 5 countries will be destroyed in 7 years. Okay? You also might want to go and look up Plan of San Diego. It's really just another part of Operation Garden Plot, Operation Cable Splicer. I think that the government is going to try to blame anything that happens in this country on the illegal immigrants that they are letting in here through our wide open borders that they've opened up. And it's going to create a civil war right there. I think as long as we stick together as citizens, as long as we know who the bad guys are, who's really doing this shit to us, I think we'll be just fine, and I don't think we'll have to worry about a civil war. And I can tell you right now, probably within a month, if shit does go down, the people of this country will completely wipe out all oath-breaking police and anybody else who gets in our fucking way of restoring this government. So go and check out Plan of San Diego, and while you're at it, go and look up Operation Garden Plot. So the iPhone 6 is on its way out. Well, the globalists have iPhone 20s. Folks, we're like 30 to 40 years behind in technology. We get new technology when the globalists decide they want us to have it. They are literally on iPhone 20s. laughing at us on iPhone 6s. That's just a fact. If you want to look up some more research some more technology facts, you might want to check out DARPA. So type in defense agency, or you'll have to type in DARPA's whole name to go to their actual site. It's Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency.com, and go to their projects list, and some of the stuff in their projects list will blow your fucking mind. I shit you not. Defense Advanced Research Project Agency.com projects list will blow your fucking mind. Okay? And, you know, speaking of stuff like that, let's go down, let's check out here on Infowars.com. Mad Science. Genetically modified microhumans to be farmed for drug testing by 2017. No, it isn't a sci-fi joke. Scientists are developing artificial humans in the same vein as GM plants, with the hope that these creations will replace the need for using animals in laboratory testing. Artificial humans will be farmed with interacting organs that can be used in drug tests, speeding up the process of FDA and other government regulatory approvals, and supposedly without damaging rats or other animals currently used in laboratories. Ain't that humane? The GM humans will contain smartphone-sized microchips that will be programmed to replicate up to 10 major human organs. Now, this sounds all fine and dandy. It's kind of like the stem cell research technology that they were starting to do, and you know, if you think they're not doing that, you're fucking nuts. Of course they're doing that. Stem cell research has been known to cure people of blindness, help people to walk again, help deaf people hear, and on and on and on. I think that's great technology to have. And you know, all technology is great, but it can also be used for evil, and that's just something that I'm not comfortable with having when we have an evil government in place. And so the stuff with your iPhones you got out there, says that they can hear you on your phone even if you have your phone turned off. They watch you in your cable box. There's cameras in your cable box. You might want to go and type in, your dishwasher is watching you. Just type that into Google. As a matter of fact, if you want to be safe on the net, if you don't want Google selling all your information and shit like that, use startpage.com instead of Google. My search engine is Startpage. They protect your privacy in every way you can think of. None of your searches are ever saved. They don't save your data or anything like that. It's the most private search engine in the world. It's fucking awesome. I love it. So check out startpage.com. And so with this iPhone bullshit, I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast the other day, and if you go to rogan.ting.com, Ting, rogan.ting.com, there's you know, just look that up and look into some of it, or just type in Joe Rogan Ting into YouTube. There's some really cool stuff on there that'll help protect you from all the shit that's going on.
Yes, these men and their hypnotized followers call this a new order. It is not new, and it is not order.